on the road?
Yeah!
Hey!
Where are we going?
Millie!
Great Wolf Lodge!
Are y'all excited?
Yeah!
Millie, look up!
Hello everyone, my family and I just got back from a little family trip to Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine, Texas. So I thought I would take you guys along with me to show you how I pack for my family as we're going out of town. I first start with my kids. I pack them in these backpacks that you see. I start off with pajamas, and I usually pack pajamas for every night that we will be staying, plus one additional pair just in case we need to change, maybe one gets dirty and we need an extra. So that's what I start with, and I'm kind of trying to tackle this pile of laundry as I look for their pajamas in the pile of laundry. And as I'm doing that, I'm also thinking about their underwear. I will pack a couple of pairs of underwear for each day that we are there. I do try to pack as light as I can, but I have come to learn that with kids, especially at their small ages, that's just not always feasible, that they need a couple of changes of clothes just in case. And we are going to a water park, and so I know that when we're around water, that sometimes you use up more clothes than you normally would because they want to change out of their wet swimsuit and put on dry clothes, and you don't always want to go straight into your pajamas for the night. Sometimes you want to put on play clothes if you're going to go out and do some more stuff. So that is just kind of what I am doing here. Lots of laundry. I try to, before we go out of town anytime, I try to tackle as much laundry as I can, and I like to come home to a clean house, so I try to leave it as clean as I can too. I will always take out all the trash, have a nice clean liner in the trash cans around the house before we go out of town, and I will try to do a nice vacuum sweep through the house to get everything off the floor, and just that way I can come home to what feels like a nice clean house. But first, this laundry needs to be tackled as much as I can because it also will help me find the kids' clothes that I need to pack. So I'm gonna do their pajamas, I'll do their underwear, I will do their outfits for the day. Since we are going to a water park, I pack all of their swimsuits because, if we get wet and then dry, if they take a nap and they want to get back out in the pool, I know that we might need several swimsuits because they won't want to get into a wet swimsuit the same day they go swimming twice. So while I am packing the swimsuits, I'm kind of going through everything. At some point you will see me with a trash bag, and I have my daughter try on a few of the swimsuits that I think might be too small, and they are too small, so I will put those in a trash bag that I'll set off to the side in the laundry room, just kind of as I live life. If something comes up that I know is too small, I will just drop it in there, or something that I want to donate, I will just drop it in there. So I'm going to put the swimsuit she has outgrown into that bag and just kind of set it off to the side. And right now I'm just folding these clothes, trying to take them out as much as I can while I'm packing the kids' bags. So, okay, I'll start off with pajamas, then I'll do underwear, then I'll do some socks. On this particular trip, they are gonna have 2 pairs of shoes, a pair of tennis shoes, and a pair of sandals, and that is all. If we are going out of town for a specific purpose, they might have a pair of nicer dress shoes, but this is just a pure vacation trip, so they'll just each have those 2 pair of shoes, and I will do the same for myself. I just will pack a pair of tennis shoes and sandals, and that's it. So kind of keeps the shoe packing to a minimum. But if you are new here, my name is Mary Lou. I'm so glad you are here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you so much. Where I have the trash bag and I'm putting the kids' swimsuits that they've outgrown. There are a couple of boys' swimsuits that are nicer swimsuits that I am putting to the side to list on eBay. And in my last video, I showed a quick glimpse of how I take pictures and I will list my kids' clothes and any other thing around the house that I think will sell on eBay. I don't sell everything on eBay. I do consider, my time and effort in listing, and if it's just not worth what I would make, I will put it in a donation bag and take it to the local Goodwill. But these are a couple of nicer little boys swim trunks, so I set them to the side to list them on eBay as I am packing the kids' swimsuits. I pack each of my kids' items in their own particular backpack. They each have a backpack like this, and this is a bigger one, and they each have a smaller one. While I'm doing this, they are taking their smaller backpack and they are packing some of their toys and anything they want to bring along the trip. They each have a small rolling luggage that my little boy wanted to pack his toys in, but I told him that would just be too much and take up too much room in the car because we are traveling by car for this trip. So we're not going to use those rolling luggages this time. I'm going to pack their clothes in their bigger backpack, and they can fill up the smaller backpacks with whatever toys they want to make them feel like they are contributing to the packing process. these backpacks also make it to where since they're softer, they have a soft shell, it makes it easier to kind of cram them somewhere. And I have a little kind of a hidden compartment undercarriage area that allows me to store stuff under the back floorboard trunk area. So it makes it a really good soft surface that I can kind of stuff them into this place. And you will eventually, when I pack the car, you'll see me put these, 2 of the backpacks fit in the undercarriage area as well. But I also like to travel in a clean car, so I am gonna vacuum out the car so the inside can be as clean as possible. My husband says, I don't understand why you do that, we're just gonna get it messy anyways. And I realize that, but I like to travel in a clean car. I feel like it sets a precedence because your car is gonna get dirty while traveling, and it just kind of, I don't know, it just makes me feel better to at least start out with a nice inside clean car. The undercarriage area that you see me talking about that I will put 2 of the kids' backpacks in. But first I'm gonna put as many water bottles as I can in this area, or not as I can, but as I have. So I like to travel with a lot of water. That keeps me from having to spend a lot of money at the gas stations and at the hotel to buy those expensive water bottles, which I do end up doing some just because I drink and go through the water bottles there, but I like to travel with as many as I possibly can for those reasons. Where I'm going to start packing the car. I'm going to fit, like I said, 2 of the kids' backpacks in this undercarriage area with the water. I try 3 and it just doesn't quite, the lid doesn't quite go on as well, but it does hold some of the beach towels, so I am able to make the most of that space right there. So after I have that undercarriage area kind of packed away and vacuumed up, I'm gonna proceed on to vacuum the rest of the car. like some kind of spilt milk or something on that's dried and kind of crusted over on the floorboard. So I'm just going to take this damp sponge with a little bit of soap on it and scrub it out to clean that up, and it cleans up just perfect. Literally like the same stain on the exact opposite side of the car, so that's what I'm doing here, just rubbing it down with a wet sponge and a little bit of soap, and it cleans up just fine. So I'm going to set out our smaller rolling luggage. This is the night before, and I'm just going to set it out on the floor in my closet, leave it open. My husband does pack on one side, and the next morning you can tell because my hair is wet and then it's dry and I have my coffee. So the next morning I'm going to pack on my side of the closet. And as far as my thought process when I pack, I do try to pack as little as possible, but I just try to meet all the requirements, and that's what I'm going to do here. absolutely stuff my side way too full, but that's okay. I'm able to smush it down and I do get it to zip. I have a really nice piece of luggage that has really sturdy zippers, so I'm very thankful for that. I was able to get it shut and get the car all packed up, and we are ready to go. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave me a comment or any questions you might have. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.